Welcome back to Houston Life. You've seen one of our next guests on hit shows like Yellowstone, 1923, and Dark Winds. Tejano Indigenous actress Amelia Rico is returning to her roots in theater as the director for the regional premiere of 26 Miles at Main Street Theater.
Yep, and she is joined by Joy Germany. Joy plays Olivia in the hilarious and powerful play about an estranged mother and daughter on a cross-country road trip. So welcome to Houston Life, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. It is so our pleasure. So Amelia, I really want to start with you because you have acting credits that are so impressive, but really it's your goal to represent these underrepresented communities. Yeah. How has that transferred over to this film, which is such an exciting concept and project, 26 Miles?
Yeah, it's a theater production at Main Street Theater, and I've worked with them a couple of times. I actually got a write-up in the New York Times for The Book of Magdalene, which was the first time I directed at Main Street Theater in 2020 during the COVID, oh, no, excuse me, 2021, and actually happened during the freeze. So not many people got to see the New York Times for that. But so I'm hoping to, this time around that any news we get will get out there. All the freezes are over, I heard recently on the news. Yeah, I've been just working hard on making sure that we have, authentic representation on stage, and I worked hard to make sure that I got all my actors. This one was really tough because it was like very specific. The mother had to look very specifically one way and the daughter had to look very specifically another way. So as you can see, we found the perfect Beatrice to play the mother. We have Rosarito Rodriguez Gonzalez as Beatrice, and I found Joy, who is an absolute joy, her namesake, to play Olivia, 15-year-old Olivia. So yeah, it's been a blast just making sure we get representation.
The premise of the show, too, I think is just, it's so relatable, right? Not saying that we all have an estranged parent, some of us do, but anyone can imagine what could possibly happen on a road trip with two people who maybe, have a bit of friction with one another. Joy, tell us a little bit about your background, because you didn't dream of becoming an actor on stage. It happened accidentally as a bet from your friends?
Yeah, I guess. That was like back when I first started off in like middle school. Okay. So yeah, like I just joined theater on a whim and like betting my friends and stuff like that. But ever since then, I just grown to love it. The more and more I do it, and I'm just so grateful that I, graduated from college in May 2023, and this is one of my first productions out. So yeah.
She's on stage almost the whole show, so she carries the show, and she does an amazing
job. Thank you.
That's incredible. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really cool. And I totally, I feel you on that. With the mom situation, it doesn't matter if you get along. It's one of these relationships that has so many layers, right? Amelia, why was it so important? You were quoted as saying, "This is my story, this is your story." How so?
Well, I just feel strongly that, we're all indigenous from somewhere. And to me, this story was an indigenous story. There's a beautiful quote in there that the mother tells Olivia, no matter whether anyone can see it, you wear your mother's skin, and your grandfather was full-blood Arawak, and you wear his skin too. Long after we're in the ground in dust, you'll still be wearing it. So that quote is what I latched onto the most, and I felt, yeah, this is an indigenous story, and I want to tell it with indigenous story elements. The music, the conch horn, which is a beautiful spiritual feeling when you hear that conch horn, with the spirits coming in and kind of guiding them, helping them along their journey to make sure that they make it to the end of their journey, which is to see the buffalo, which of course, as we all know, is highly important to indigenous people. So I just wanted to make sure that we told that story, in a way that really integrates indigenous storytelling.
That's really beautiful. I love that. And Joy, for you, you say that if you were not on stage, you would want to be a teacher, and that mentoring younger people for you is very, very important. Do you think that really translates on the stage while playing this specific role?
Yeah, so I think I have like this curiosity and this like sense of like wonder with the world that I think is important to the story and to because I'm a writer. Olivia's a writer, and so it's just like I think children are natural, like creativity and like wonder and like excitement for the world. And yeah, and it's so sweet because after one of the shows, one of the guests, the audience was like, "Oh, I want my daughter to see this. I think you'd really encourage her to continue acting." And that just struck me, and I was like, "Yes,
Beautiful.
this is why I'm here." So yes.
So cool.
Thank
so cool.
you.
And Amelia, I mean, from actress to director, that's a big jump. What are the main differences that stick out for you in making that huge switch?
Well, in directing, like, you're integral to every single decision. So like everything that happens from, the smallest part of the story to, the bigger elements like this, telling this indigenous story, that's all on me. So I have to make every small decision. So that's probably the biggest thing, is that I'm in charge. Like, everyone's looking to me for answers when it comes to every little aspect. And of course, I'm in it. I've been eating and breathing this show for the past 9 months since I heard I was offered the position back in like March or April of last year. So I've just been deep into it and searching through and getting the forest from the trees, just getting the whole big picture of what I want, how I wanted to tell the story, and what the story was, what it meant to me to tell, and all of that is on me, like getting the cast, getting the designers to tell the story. That's all on me.
She's great at it. She's awesome.
We believe it. Amelia Rico, Joy Germany, thank you so much for stopping by. Here's the info on your screen right there. 26 Miles runs until March 3rd. You can find tickets on HoustonLife.tv. Look for that scene on Houston Life section.